Cheers! Welcome to Movie Bitches! Episode 93. So tonight, we are reviewing The Nice Guys.
Yay!
Yeah.
I was so looking forward to this movie, and I'm happy to report that I was not disappointed. Like, this was the movie I was most excited about, honestly, in all honesty, and it totally held its end of the bargain.
It really did. I think everyone's going to be shocked to hear us say that we actually liked a movie.
I love this movie.
I really enjoyed it.
I really did. No shocker, Shane Black is amazing. Like, he's just great. He just writes great movies, and now is becoming one of my favorite directors. So we were both a little bit worried about Russell Crowe, just, you know, based on past experience.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't sing, so that's good.
In the past few years. And he doesn't have an outrageous Lucky Charms Irish accent.
Yeah.
Even though he is Irish in it. Like, American Irish.
Is he?
Remember in the VO, he was
like... Oh, yeah, he's like, I'm Irish.
I grew up Irish, or something.
Yeah.
He didn't have an accent, thank God. He can only manage Australian and, like, gruff American.
Yeah.
Like, that's it. There's no gray area.
You remember when Noah was Australian?
That's right, he was Noah. I forgot about that. 100% forgot about that movie.
Yeah. No, I really liked him.
Yes, he was great. Ryan Gosling was great.
Always.
Once again, Shane Black writes an amazing kid actor. Like, first of all, finds an amazing kid actor, because that's not an easy feat.
No, and she was very good.
She was great, and writes a really interesting kid.
Yep. I think she was my favorite character.
Dad, there's like whores here and stuff.
Sweetheart, how many times have I told you don't say and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, she's supposed to be, right?
I guess that's
She's
fair.
like the moral center of the movie.
That was actually my least favorite part about her character, but yes.
That was the most, like, forced, ham-fisted thing in there.
Yeah.
Like, so, I was literally watching the movie going, man, it's great that this movie doesn't feel like it needs to have this whole morality conversation. Oh, the girl's having this whole morality conversation with Russell Crowe. Damn it, it was so close.
Yeah.
So the kid from Iron Man 3, who we loved.
Right.
Who was also in Jurassic World, who was a mess.
Right.
Is the kid at the very beginning. That, like, is finding the nudie mag.
Oh.
Same kid.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Basically, if you like, it's Kiss Kiss Bang Bang in the 70s.
Yeah.
Essentially.
Yeah.
It's like, if you even remotely enjoyed Inherent Vice, like if you even kind of liked it, you'll like this movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's much more...
This movie was much better than...
Much more accessible. Much more accessible.
Yeah.
The repartee between Gosling and Russell Crowe, like, really worked well. It was, like, funny.
It was just really fun. It was a fun movie.
It was a fun, original... This is shocking to me that it's, like, so not original. It's like, oh, a buddy cop, like, action comedy in the 70s is not original at all, but based on what we've been seeing lately, like, it's the most original thing I've seen lately. Like,
well, and it's not actually, it's not like a reboot or
it's not a reboot
remake or
a sequel or,
yeah.
You know, it's just, it's its own thing. One of the things that is, like, kind of like, what is, it starts with Russell Crowe doing a voiceover.
Right.
That's pretty much unnecessary.
Yep.
And then Ryan Gosling starts doing his own voiceover, which is pretty much unnecessary.
Yeah.
Then the whole movie happens, and then Ryan Gosling shows up to give you, like, a nice little tag at the end with more voiceover.
But, like, picks up his sentence from an hour and a half ago.
Yeah, seemingly it's, like, he ended, like, half-ended something.
Yep.
And then was like, and that's what love means, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
So they do a joke where the daughter comes out into frame and goes, but I'm punch, or whatever.
Oh, did she?
Jesus.
I missed that.
Oh yeah, so she comes in and then she
makes
goes,
a lot more sense then.
Oh, so you were just laughing because they said the word rim job?
Giving you a rim job.
Rim shot.
And we both laughed so hard. And everyone else in the theater seemed a little confused.
Maybe a little.
I think more so they didn't know what that was called a rim shot.
Maybe.
Shane Black knows his tone.
But, like, April, I have a question for you.
Do I like Shane Black? Yes. He knows how to do tone. This is such a hard one to accomplish.
That's
where it's
true.
like there's real violence.
Yeah.
There's comedy. There's action. Like, those movies are hard to make.
That's true.
That chemistry is hard, and he nails it.
And it's true, because, like, what's really nice as well is that, like, it is real violence that has, like, real consequences and, like, real gravity, but without being, like, like lectury or like
let's take a minute
exactly
and talk about the consequences of violence. It's just like there was at least 7 times in this movie where something violent happened and I went, oh shit! Like I was genuinely shocked. It gives real consequence, so you're actually invested in what's happening.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of, mostly Marvel movies, because that's like 80% of movies that come out these days, there's no real violence. And the sound effects of the punching and that stuff doesn't sound like, oh, whoa, shit. So you're kind of like watching like, yeah, this is happening.
Well, I agree. You're like desensitized to
totally
it.
Desensitized
and I think
to it.
it's really a larger scale problem. But
that's way more upsetting to me than seeing actual violence because I was affected by it.
Exactly.
I wasn't like, yeah, there's violence. I was like, oh, and then it made me go like, I don't know where this movie's going.
No.
They might kill them. I don't know. Like it gave me real stakes and made me really invested in it. And I 100% appreciate that.
I agree with that.
Oh yeah, Keith David is in this movie, who you probably have no idea who that is. So he was the black guy in like the red suit that kept fighting with Russell Crowe.
Yep.
He's this amazing character actor whom I love. He shows up. It was like, yay, Keith David's here! And, I was excited about it.
Cool, good.
He's in this great movie that no one's heard of called Men at Work with Charlie Sheen and Emilio Estevez. It might not age well.
I've heard of that maybe because of you.
Maybe because of me. It may not age well, but I love it.
So they're at this like fabulous
LA
Hollywood porn party, which was weird. Okay, now here's the thing. There's like a billboard for a porn movie on Sunset Strip.
It was the 70s. I have no idea.
It's weird. Yes. So there's like this big fancy Hollywood porn party.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden just like Earth, Wind and Fire is playing on the roof and you're just like, what?
But the way it's cut in, it looked like it was like archival footage almost.
It was like...
Or like from a movie, a 70s movie that they then like it was weird.
It was like, how did they do this? And
it didn't look like, oh, this is clearly like 70s film.
No.
It was interesting.
It was well done, I would say.
Yeah, I
was like, but they couldn't look like that. Yeah. Did they like find like
people that just really looked and they got the costume? It was interesting.
Yeah.
So the opening credits roll and it says Matt Bomer is in it. And then I completely forgot. Yep. And then he shows up an hour in and it was Matt Bomer and it was Matt Bomer's wig. It was so bad. It was kind of amazing because it was like, I imagined that it was part of his character, that he's really bald under there. I gave him a backstory because it was so bad. I mean, it was like Kyle MacLachlan's hair in Showgirls. It had a big swoop. Yes. But like a really bad wig. Because that's actually Kyle MacLachlan's hair. Yikes. He was kind of great. I know you don't really like Matt Bomer.
I don't really like him for whatever reason. Although, like, he was kind of great. He was a little bit in a different movie, and I didn't like that movie as much as the movie that I'd been watching. Okay. He was doing a little too much for me.
Yeah. Well, there was, like we said, there's, like, some brutal fighting. Yeah. I like that he was a fucking bad guy who was just bad, you know? And, like, there was no, we need to hear his sad backstory. There was no
like, lecturing. Like, it was like a Bond movie where he's like, and now I'm gonna talk to you and let you get away.
No,
it was like...
He was just fucking evil. Yeah. Or it was just a mercenary. I mean, we don't really know, but he was a badass dude.
Although I kind of like the idea that he, like, goes home to, like, a male lover and a cat.
Oh yeah. So Kim Basinger's in this movie. She shows up. She's the mother of the daughter that everyone's searching for. Yeah. Yeah. She was fine. Her assistant looked really familiar. And I couldn't, for me, you wouldn't maybe know.
She kind of looked a little familiar.
She looked really familiar and I couldn't place it and I couldn't place it and I couldn't place it.
Okay, tell me.
So it's Yaya DaCosta, who was like a runner-up on America's Next Top Model.
And now she's an actress.
Yes, and she's
not a very good one.
She was in the Whitney Houston Lifetime biopic. That was her.
Shut up. That's so funny. She was my least favorite part of this movie, I think.
I didn't really have a least favorite part. I really enjoyed this movie.
I really did too.
I really thought it was funny. The action was great. Like, it fired on all cylinders.
The pacing was pretty good.
It got my heart pounding. Like, I was genuinely engaged in the action, which has not happened in a really long time. Like, the last time I remember being genuinely like, was when I saw The Town. That chase scene, that car chase scene in The Town, I remember just being like, fuck! And this isn't quite as intense as that.
Right.
But I was like...
What about like High Noon?
What do you mean? The old Western with Gary Cooper?
High West, Slow West.
I was like, well, sure, but I saw that years ago.
What about Slow West? High Noon, Slow West, Fast North, I don't know.
What's Fast North about?
Well, they land a plane, I don't know.
It's Flight of the Phoenix.
I was doing like North by Northwest.
Or remember that Elijah Wood movie, North? Where he's like a kid looking to pick his parents, and the poster is like him standing on top of the world with like a suitcase. It's not very good. Anyway, it's becoming a theme, and I like it, is in every Shane Black movie, he works in Christmas somehow.
Oh, yep.
He did it in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, he did it in Iron Man 3, and now he did it in this, and at the very end, it's not really a spoiler, but it's Christmas time. And I was like, yay, Shane Black! I hope he makes plenty more movies, and I hope he brings his Fred Deckard, who, I'm getting real film nerdy here. Fred Deckard did Night of the Creeps, and he kind of got screwed over when he directed RoboCop 3, and hasn't had a career since, but they used to be friends, and I want Shane Black to be like, hey Fred Deckard, come on, let's hang out. Like, you can be back in Hollywood again, I like you. That's just my wish list.
Okay, put it out there in the universe.
Put it out there. He did Monster Squad. It's great. Anyway, I would wholeheartedly recommend Nice Guys. This was a movie I was bound to like and loved.
Yeah, like
everything I love in a movie. It's like a mystery, an action, a comedy, you know, people I like, good dialogue. So
go see it.
It's
I would
really
say
good.
see it in theaters too, because it's like a fun experience. It's an experience, and it's also like a good popcorn movie. You know, where it's just like one of those things where you're just like, like I would totally have wanted popcorn with this. We messed that up, but that's okay.
Screwed it up.
Yeah,
no, go see it. Like, it's really good.
Yeah,
I liked it a lot.
Cheers.
We had to remember Captain America, Bucky, Iron Man, Hawkeye, Falcon, Ant-Man, Black Panther, Vision, Scarlet Witch, Spider-Man.